Coming up on Lexington Now, a new expansion at Belcan, a new bike trail at University of Kentucky, and senior notes. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. Roberts, and welcome to another edition of Lexington Now, where we take a look at the news that shapes your urban county government. Lexington engineering firm Belcan announced a major expansion this past week. Mayor Jim Gray was joined by Lieutenant Governor Crit Llewellyn for the announcement.
First things first, today's ceremony, we are going to start with a ribbon cutting right over here. So may I ask everyone here? Attracting this outstanding company to our city and now helping them grow right here in our downtown. These are huge steps forward that tell the world that Lexington is a great place to do business. Since 2011, Lexington's unemployment rate has been cut by more than half. Companies are moving here and growing here, and Lexington is competing and winning with a high quality of life, outstanding educational opportunities, and state and unique local incentives.
For 10 years, Belcan has been an asset to the Lexington community and to the state of Kentucky. And Belcan has helped to advance our aerospace engineering presence in the Commonwealth. Today, we are announcing that Belcan will bring 100 new high-paying jobs to Lexington and will increase Belcan's footprint by 15,000 square feet. This is good news for Belcan, this is good news for Lexington, and it's certainly good news for the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky. Kentucky's aerospace presence is showing dramatic growth. Last year, this state shipped $7.8 billion in aerospace parts and products, a 38% increase from 2013. That kind of growth in the aerospace industry wouldn't have been possible without support from technical expertise like that of the Belcan employees. That says so much about the quality of the workforce here, the quality of life here, and the business climate. And we couldn't have a better partner in Frankfort than Mayor Gray, Bob Quick, all of our partners here in the local community, our local elected officials and legislators. So on behalf of Governor Beshear and our Cabinet for Economic Development, I want to thank Belcan and our partners here today for your ongoing commitment, not just to your business, but to Kentucky and to our families.
We were talking a little earlier about how intense a competitive process this was. We were looking at 7 states. There was multiple competitors involved. And really without the state and the University of Kentucky and all the support we got here locally, this could not have happened. We had tremendous amount of support. And it took that kind of campaign for us to win the original design center. And you look at us today, really, it's amazing what we've accomplished with, the technical skills we've developed in this region. And we're pretty proud of that, and we're really looking forward to carrying that on and adding the next 100 engineers really over hopefully the next couple of years here. We can do it pretty quickly now that we have the base to start from. So we really appreciate really all the efforts that we've been able and the support we've been able to get locally and from the state and from the University of Kentucky. So thank you very much. Goes without saying, you can't do any of this without a customer, right? And we've had tremendous amount of success with Sikorsky and with Pratt & Whitney over the years, and we really value our partnerships with those companies, and we look forward to continuing the long-standing relationship and really continuing to build upon the incredible partnership we have with them. So we're very gracious that they were able to come to this event with us today. And last of all, but certainly the most important, are the employees of Belcan. It's absolutely amazing what we've been able to accomplish. And as I look out, I see all the blue shirts. It's kind of a fun thing for me to look at. I flying in here today, flying over all the horse farms and And it just reminded me of times I used to spend with Mr. Anderson. And it kind of warmed my heart today to all the things we can accomplish down here and the vision that we've accomplished over the last 10 years. And I tell you what, the future even looks brighter for Belcan. We're on solid ground. Our strategies are great, and we're happy to invest in this design center. And we're thrilled to be in the state of Kentucky, and we look forward to growing for many, many years to come.
I just wanted to welcome everybody for coming out today and helping us celebrate 10 years in Lexington. It's been a great 10 years, and we're looking forward to many, many more to come and a lot of future growth. As Lance said, none of this would be possible without the commitment of Belcan and picking Lexington in the first place. I think Ralph Anderson had a lot to do with that because his heart was in Kentucky. But it turned out to be a great decision. This has all the ingredients we need for success. So we have a company, Belcan, that's very committed to making it successful here in Lexington. We have very strong, fertile ground for great engineers that you see in this room here, and many more that are being processed every day through the UK and the many universities, great universities throughout Kentucky here. So that's been a big reason for the success. And we've brought in all this fine talent from the University of Kentucky and some of the other local schools here, and that's what's really made this very successful. And of course, like Lance said, none of this would be possible without our partners, our UTC partners. I call them partners, not customers. We are that close. They're here with us today. They've made the trip to be here with all of you because they are our partners. And the UTC account is growing by leaps and bounds. Pratt & Whitney has had phenomenal success with the geared turbofan engine that you probably have all heard about. It's selling like hotcakes, and every airplane wants it. It's made a leap step in fuel efficiency, and it's something that's not been done in many, many decades as far as the technology goes. And then, of course, our primary customer here, Sikorsky, has 5 new helicopter programs on the drawing boards at the same time, and I don't think that's ever happened in the history of Sikorsky. So we're very excited about growing the team here. Like I said, we're going to continue to grow the mechanical structures disciplines here and get more into the computer science. We've got a lot of software that has to go on all these helicopters and these jet engines, so plenty of work to come forward. So I'm looking forward to the things to come, and thank you again.
We down selected both the state of Kentucky and the city of Lexington and the Belcan, and it was a natural for Belcan to locate here, especially with the UK right next door. And as you heard about the graduates coming directly from UK, they can stay here in Kentucky, stay here in Lexington, and work high-value aerospace jobs, right here in Lexington. Don't have to go to the far-flung reaches of the country. So that was a great opportunity for the engineers here. Fast forward 10 years from our experience, and many things have come true. As we've heard, Belcan has recruited and hired numerous UK engineering students, and they remain here in Lexington. Belcan has delivered millions of dollars in cost savings and productivity savings to Sikorsky over the last 10 years. We've seen the Belcan Design Center grow from only 22 engineers in 2005 to greater than 100 today. Belcan has performed work in nearly a dozen different engineering skill sets for Sikorsky, including airframe design, electrical design, manufacturing engineering, structural analysis, rotor blade design, and software engineering. And more recently, the Belcan has added a new skill set to support Sikorsky's efforts in international trade compliance, providing a team of more than 25 people to work in this area and looking to grow even more. The Belcan engineers have performed this design or analysis work on over 15 Sikorsky programs, which is a wide swath of the whole Sikorsky portfolio, including the venerable U.S. Army Black Hawk, the utility workhorse for the Army, the Naval Hawk, the U.S. Marines' new heavy lift helicopter, the CH-53K, and on 2 game-changing advanced concept rotorcraft, the X-2 technology demonstrator and the S-97 Raider. Belcan has received Sikorsky's highest performance status, what we call ACE Gold, in 2010 for overall performance, which measures key metrics in cost, quality, delivery, and customer satisfaction. And after doing so, Belcan is the first and only provider to Sikorsky to receive the prestigious Elizabeth H. Henn Ace in Engineering Award, which was given to Belcan for calendar year 2010 performance in 2011. To that end, Belcan has received gold level customer satisfaction from Sikorsky every month, and we track this on a monthly basis, every month since January 2007. That's 102 consecutive months of world-class customer feedback. So I could keep going, but I think you get the idea. The marriage of Lexington, Belcan, Sikorsky, and UK has proved extremely fruitful to Sikorsky over the past 10 years, and I expect the same over the next 10. So again, congratulations to Belcan on your 10th anniversary on the Lexington Design Center. I'm honored to be here, and I look forward to the next 10. Thank you.
And Lance and Mahesh, we really appreciated what you had to say about Lexington being so beautiful. And we want you to know that you can carry the message back to Hartford, back to headquarters, Pratt & Whitney, that we are also very welcoming. We're very welcoming and very competitive.
For more information on this expansion, you can log on to the city's website. It's lexingtonky.gov. For those of us who love walking and running, we're getting some more space to do that thanks to a new segment of bike trail being opened by the University of Kentucky.
So you know we're undergoing a dynamic transformation of our campus. Residence hall, dining spaces, academic and research buildings, athletic facilities, our natural landscape, and the pathways that connect campus. A few months ago we announced the Alumni Drive realignment. I understand it's on time. A project focused on improving transportation flow and providing safer routes on and through and around campus for all kinds of traffic. We also recently announced a new program so more employees and students can utilize our public transit system. With these initiatives, which also built on the bike incentive programs that we launched during the last academic year, which was oversubscribed, by the way, we are taking a holistic approach to parking and transportation on our campus. We've made good progress, but all of us acknowledge that there's more work to do. Today, we take another step toward improving the safety and accessibility of our campus. The Arboretum Shared Use Path will help connect surrounding neighborhoods to our campus. And because of these improved campus pathways, it also will help you to get through here to downtown.
Well, the president and I both get to attend a few of these press conferences occasionally, but rarely do we get such a congregation. In fact, this one is so significant. Ken Trotsky, hold up your hand, Professor. He said that it got in the way of his commute to the campus this morning. President Capilouto, thank you. Councilmember Susan Lamb, it is great to be here today in the 4th District. It's a beautiful day, as Carl has already said, as the President has said, it's a beautiful day to be at the Arboretum, to take a walk or ride a bicycle, and Lexington is earning a reputation as a bike-friendly community. We've been awarded bronze level status recently from the League of American Bicyclists. Every day, more and more people are choosing to put on a helmet and hop on a bike as a way to get around, for leisure, for exercise, or for getting to and from work and school. And it's attracting tourists as well. But I've always believed, as many of you know, that if you build it for your own people first, then others will come. Quality of life, quality of place, creative placemaking are all keys to our economy. Nowhere has that been better illustrated than right here on the campus. 20, 30, 40 years ago, people moved to where the jobs were. We can think IBM in Lexington. But today, there's a premium on quality of life. And jobs, companies, Mr. President, even researchers are moving, as you know, to where the talented people are, where they have decided to live and to work and to stay. So as a city, it's important for us to meet the needs of cyclists and pedestrians by working with partners and citizens. A few years ago, the city partnered with the Kentucky Mountain Bike Association to open a 4-mile mountain bike trail in Veterans Park. And by working with private citizens, the cost of that project ended up being just a fraction of the original estimate. And the partnership today for the Town Branch Trail. Those who make up the nonprofit Town Branch Trail Incorporated have been an important part of fundraising and land acquisition. And in another part of town, citizens from the West 6th Running Club and Broke Spoke Bike Shop are raising money to install a water fountain and bottle filling station on the Legacy Trail. So today we are celebrating a new trail that will make it easier for folks to get to campus and to downtown, made possible by the University of Kentucky and by Baptist Health. All great examples of folks working together to improve quality of life in Lexington.
Thank you. Thank you, President Capelluto and Mayor Gray and Mr. Nathie. We're here today to celebrate a joyous moment, and hi to all my 4th District constituents out there, because this is a great showing for a wonderful, wonderful day. So, although this new path may not directly go through my district, the 4th District is uniquely situated, where we are a neighbor to the University of Kentucky campus and the Arboretum, going all the way down to the southern Fayette County. It is exciting to learn that the Belafonte bike route, the oldest bike route in Lexington, does run through my district and now connects to the new shared use path. The city has long supported car-free commuters, and these routes and paths are ways in which we express that support. The new shared use path will allow residents, not only the 4th District, but from this whole area to connect to the campus and downtown safely and efficiently. It will also welcome commuters across Lexington to connect via our district. I want to especially thank our neighborhood associations for working closely with UK and the city on this project. Together we can do so much to make our community safer, healthier, and more efficient. And I look forward to continue working together with UK and other partners to make Lexington a greater city. Thank you.
Well, it's always good to be at environments like this where I get applause, because it's not always the case. I'd like to start by first thanking President Capelluto, Mayor Gray, Councilwoman Lamb, and all of you for attending today. It certainly is an honor and a privilege to be here today to celebrate the opening of the Arboretum Shared Use Path. This ceremony is a culmination of over 3 years of dialogue, planning, and collaboration among a number of groups, many of whom are represented here today. I want to take just a few minutes to specifically acknowledge several key groups whose cooperation and leadership have made this day possible. I'd first like to offer special thanks to the Arboretum leadership team and our campus neighbors for their cooperation and feedback throughout this process. Secondly, I'd like to thank Baptist Health for their partnership in helping to improve a connectivity to the west with a connection from University Court to Hiltonia by way of the Baptist Health campus. It's actually located as you travel along the path, just adjacent to Shawneetown at the end of the north end of the path.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
For more information about the bike trail, you can log on to the University of Kentucky's website. It's uky.edu. And coming up after the break, we'll tell you what's new in Senior Notes.
Way to go, Lexington! Participation and collection totals from the Rosie Recycling Program are at all-time highs. Now it's time for a quick reminder on what materials can go in your Rosie Recycling container. Paper and cardboard products, canned products with contents removed. We accept milk, juice, soda, and laundry plastic bottles and jugs. And glass products. No Pyrex, ceramics, or plate glass is allowed. Place only metal cans in the Rosie. Don't place other metals such as car parts, cookware, propane tanks, chains, or garden hoses in the Rosie. These items cannot be recycled by LFUCG and slow down processing efficiency. For more information about the Rosie Recycling Program, please call LexCall 311 or log on to lexingtonky.gov/waste management.
back to the show. An action-packed summer rolls on at Lexington Senior Centers. Here's a quick look at all of the activities for seniors to enjoy.
University of Kentucky is going to make some major improvements to Alumni Drive. That's going to be great in the long run, but in the short run, it's going to affect our seniors coming to the Senior Center. They're going to close Alumni from Tates Creek to Nicholasville Road. The entrance to the Senior Center is going to maintain open, and we'll still be able to get people in and out of here. But instead of people cutting across Alumni to get to us at the Senior Center, what we're suggesting is that people, if you're on Tates Creek, turn onto Cooper, take Cooper to Nicholasville Road, turn left, and then take another left onto Alumni to get into the Senior Center. It's kind of a long process. It's going to be a program that they're telling us is going to last from May 10th until mid-August. You'll be able to get in and out of the Senior Center as always. You just won't be able to drive onto Alumni Road from Tates Creek. For drive time, it may affect us a little bit, but the good thing is that they're starting the project after UK is out for the semester, and most of the work that's going to be done is going to be when it's not fall or spring, so summer session will be in, but the traffic is significantly lighter for all of us in the community during the summer when the university students aren't in. So technically it's probably not more than a mile out of the way to get up to Cooper and to come across. So we really can't anticipate, but we know it's not going to be horrible because the university traffic is going to be cut down. But it is going to be a change, and we're well aware of that. We've published the picture of how to get to Cooper, how to get to Nicholasville Road, and we have it in our newsletter. If you'd like to receive our newsletter, give us a call at the Senior Center at 859-278-6072. We've certainly let all of our participants know, but we want new people to come into the Senior Center, and we certainly don't want the construction to stop you from coming to check out what's available for our seniors 60 years and older living in the Lexington community.
For more information about activities seniors can enjoy, log on to the city's website, lexingtonky.gov. And here's a story worth a second look. The Home Builders Association of Lexington announced a new charity and community project in which they're going to build a new home for a U.S. military veteran and his family.
Our Home Builders Care Foundation is an umbrella under the Home Builders Association of Lexington to focus on helping those in need and with improvements in their homes and hopefully improving their quality of life. In our first building project, here you can see the picture of the first house we built for a disabled veteran in Equestrian View neighborhood. And over the past few years, we've done many other projects. We've done widening of doors for wheelchair accessibility. Recently, we repaired for a lady, we repaired her floor and her AC unit so she could have a more comfortable life. We teamed up with Habitat and remodeled some bathrooms for a lady just up the road here. And one thing I remember in Richmond, we went in and painted some rooms for a lady, just brightened it up. The disease she had was, hard on her, and she wasn't going to live much longer, so we did that. So today we stand here in Brookfield Chase to commemorate the groundbreaking of our second home for a veteran family here in Lexington. So and I'd like to thank all the builders and remodelers that are participating and helping out in this project. It really is a group effort when we do these builds. So at this time, I'd like to thank Mike Hall and introduce him. He's going to be the lead builder for this project. So far, he's done an excellent job getting everything together and getting it going. And so I'd like to introduce Mike Hall and ask him to say a word or two about the project.
I just want to talk a little bit about the house that we're going to build here on this site. It's going to be a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. The first floor is designed with accessibility in mind, and it will be Energy Star rated. I want to take a moment to thank everyone involved. We've got a group of people. We've got a committee of builders and remodelers. I'm going to name everybody and want to thank everybody personally. Andover Construction, Brill and Company, Drew Brester with DB Homes, Hodges and Heathman, James Monroe Homes, Jeremy Kelly and Kelly Building Company, Kindred Homes, Mike Kerwin Homes, Thorough Built Construction, Versal and Versal, and VMont Builders. So I want to thank everyone. Many of you guys are here, but really appreciate it. And also our vendors. Several vendors have really stepped up this time to help us out, and actually just to say that this would be absolutely impossible without a lot of these guys in the community that have helped us out. So I want to thank Greenbox, Clay Ingalls, 84 Lumber, Allside, James Hardy Siding, Windrock, and Certainty. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So lastly, I'd like to say that we're still taking applications. We've gotten several applications, but there's still a little bit of time to get applications in. So if anyone knows a veteran, or if you are a veteran that have interest in this process in building this home with us, just contact the Home Builders Association through our website at hbalexington.com. You can also log on there to find more information about Home Builders Care, some of our other things we do, and just about this project in general. So Brookfield Chase neighborhood's here in the 1st Council District. We're really happy today that James Brown here to join us, and at this time give him a minute to talk about maybe the project.
Thank you. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here today with Mayor Jim Gray and Councilmember Bledsoe. The Home Builders Association has a strong reputation for providing great services and resources to its members and affiliates. Home Builders Care is continuing that reputation by providing opportunity for its members to give back to our community. With this project, I can't think of a more deserving, for any cause more deserving than a disabled veteran and their family who has already sacrificed so much for all of us. The selfless service of our veterans and the charitable efforts of the Home Builders Association are a blueprint for all citizens as we continue to build a strong community. I would like to salute our veterans for their service to our country and the leadership of the Home Builders Association, its volunteers and supporters for their commitment to this project. Thank you.
Thanks to all of you. This is just a great example of crowding the winner's circle, and that's something that Lexington folks do really well. I like seeing y'all nodding your heads out there. Lexington citizens do really well. When the call to action and when the call to step up is made, you can count on folks in Lexington. And the home builders, you all are always right at the front of that line, and that's really commendable. Todd, I want to give you a shout out. You're right there. You're always in council chambers too. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing. You all building this new affordable home for a veteran and his or her family is commendable in so many ways. One of the many great things about our city, and that's what you all represent in so many ways. Citizens are working together here. You all are working together to make safe, affordable housing more available in Lexington. And you're working, we see that work throughout the community. We see it in our faith community, the work of businesses and nonprofit groups. And especially this work, and Drew, you've done a great job of illustrating that. Mike and you guys have done a great job of illustrating just what this means. And your teamwork means so much. I know working on Habitat houses myself, what that represents. And when you bring a group of suppliers together, when you bring a group of folks together that are going to work together and going to raise this really literally from the ground, there's so much passion, there's so much spirit, there's so much commitment and inspiration in that. And so we really all want to thank you. I want to thank all of you all for being here today. We've heard from Councilmember James Brown. This is his district. And whenever it's your own district, then you know that that a council member has a special interest in that. Amanda Mays Bledsoe is here, and although she's representing a different district, she has an equal amount of commitment and passion for these initiatives, and so I want to give her a chance. And Amanda, you want to have a few remarks?
I'll just make one. I can think of no better way to say welcome home to a veteran than with a sanctuary and a safe place of their own. So I really say thank you to HBA for your willingness to support the community. I hope you're overwhelmed with applications and we build a lot more. Thanks.
Get a shovel full and then what I usually say is on the count of three, we'll try to hit Brad right there. Okay? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
And whether you're on the way to volunteer to help build a new house or you're headed to work, you want to know what traffic is going to look like. And that's where the Division of Government Communications has got you covered, especially in the morning with our show, Crosstown Traffic. It airs live weekday mornings from 6:30 to 8:30 and gives you the most up-to-date traffic news and even a street view with our live cameras so you can see where the delays are before you even leave the house. Remember, that's Crosstown Traffic only on GTV3. Now, here's a look at this week's lane closure report. And remember, you can get traffic updates 24/7 by following us on Twitter. Our handle is @LexRex. The Urban County government is still on summer recess, which means there's another light schedule ahead this week. Here's a quick look at what's on the calendar, but for a complete listing of meetings and events, you can log on to the city's website. You know where to find us, lexingtonky.gov. That's all for this week's edition of Lexington Now. We'll return next week with more news from your Urban County government. But in the meantime, you can keep up with what we're doing by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. For the staff and producers at GTV3, I'm Sherelle Roberts, and that's it for now.